checking if there is any other minute taker in the list. I don't think there is. Please don't activate your minute takers because the session will be recorded and we will share the recording on our website. So you will not lose anything. Okay, so I think we can start. So Giulia, can you start the
Can I
recording?
share? Yes,
You
yes, the
already
recording has
started.
started. Yes.
Okay. So, welcome everyone. My name is Francesco Molinari. I belong to the ANCI Toscana team in charge of the management of this call for tender. The purpose of today's meeting, which I believe justifies the attendance, the numbers of attendees, is to present to you the list of winners of this competition. So congratulations to those who are in that list, and a warm thanks also to those who are not awarded, will not be awarded. It was a very tough competition, and as it already happened the previous time, the initial ranking in terms of technical evaluation was to some extent modified, in some cases to a great extent modified by the discounts offered in the financial offer of this competition. Just to summarize what happened, we received 21 applications. We lost one of those who were part of the negotiations. Those 21 applications were composed of a technical offer and a financial offer. The technical offers were evaluated by the members of the evaluation committee, the same people who negotiated the same technical offers, the previous version of the technical offer. The evaluation took place without sharing the discounts. So one of the purposes of today's meeting, which explains why several members of the evaluation committee are also here, is to disclose the discounts that were made and therefore learn who the winners will be. As there were some calculations to be done, we did them internally, but we are presenting the results for the first time. Giulia Del Turco from ANCI Toscana, who is the secretary of this evaluation committee, will read a document which is not complete yet. It misses, for example, the list of the participants in this meeting, which is why I asked everyone to identify themselves with the name of the organization. And in case there is any question during the meeting, we will answer that question and then put into the minutes that a person made an inquiry and I or someone else replied to that inquiry by way of clarification. So it is a bit lengthy, but at least we hope it will be clear to everyone. If there are no further clarifications that I forgot providing to you, I would ask Giulia to share the screen with the draft of the minutes. Yes.
Yes, I will start sharing my screen with the minutes.
And read them. Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Not yet.
I always have some issues with.
Try again. Now you are not sharing, you
Yeah,
mean?
no, yeah, no, I know, Francesco. Sorry, I had to stop. Yes, okay. Now I think you can see.
Yes.
Okay,
So
perfect. Sorry for these issues.
scroll up and we can start. Okay.
Okay, can I start, Francesco, reading
Go,
the
go.
the
Please.
minute? Okay.
Floor is yours.
Okay, so on 28th of November 2025 at 11:30 a.m. Central European Time, in a public session realized via Zoom at this link, as announced on the CLIMABOROUGH project website, the last public meeting was held of the evaluation committee of the aforementioned innovation partnership, composed of the following members, and you can see here the list of the members of the evaluation committee. Okay. Supported by me from ANCI Toscana, acting as secretary and authoring these minutes. Other members of the ANCI Toscana CLIMABOROUGH project team attending the meeting were Mr. Francesco Molinari and Mr. Matteo Satta. The following external observers were present at the meeting, were identified via the Zoom platform, and we will add here your names. So, after a brief welcome speech, Ms. Conti, on behalf of Mr. Gary, the single responsible person of the procedure, informed the participants that the main purpose of the meeting, held in a public session online, was to form the final ranking of the 21 received proposal on the ANCI Toscana Good Grants platform by the deadline of October 31st, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Central European Time. Each proposal was composed by a technical offer accompanied by a financial offer and a certain number of attachments. The list of the received proposals had been confirmed in a previous decree of the RUP, decree number 25925I of 11 November 2025, which is available on the official website of the CLIMABOROUGH project. The evaluation process has been carried out in two steps. First, the members of the evaluation committee accessed the technical offers accompanied by all its attachments as made available on the Good Grants platform by the respective applicants. The assessment was carried out using the criteria and scores listed in paragraph 6.4 final evaluation of Annex 1 to the contract notice, with the only exception of the discount of the base price criterion. The ranking of the 21 applications resulting from the first step of the evaluation process is reproduced here below. So we have application number 528 from the lot of Sofia with a score of 70. Application number 495 from the lot of Sofia with a score of 68. Application number 489 from the lot of Prichedor with a score of 66. Application number 505 from the Grenoble lot with a score of 65. Application number 507 from the lot of Sofia with a score of 65. Application number 498 from the lot of Prichedor with a score of 59. Application number 513 from the lot of Isile Moulineau with a score of 59. Application number 493 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 58. Application number 504 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 58. Application number 506 from the lot of Grenoble with a score of 58. Application number 490 from the lot of Prichedor with a score of 57. Application number 487 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 57. Application number 482 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 57. Application number 494 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 57. Application number 501 from the lot of Issy-les-Moulineaux with the score of 55. Application number 491 from the lot of Prichedor with a score of 53. Application number 503 from the lot of Pilsen with a score of 53. Application number 492 from the lot of Issy-les-Moulineaux with a score of 51. Application number 488 from the lot of Grenoble with a score of 48. Application number 500 from the lot of Issy-les-Moulineaux with a score of 41. Application number 497 from the lot of Issy-les-Moulineaux with a score of 39. The second step of the proposal evaluation will be finalized during the meeting of today. In the past days, the group of the procedure for ANCI Toscana, supported by his staff members as introduced above, has ranked the received financial offers according to the criterion omitted from the first step of the evaluation. The members of the evaluation committee have not been informed of the results of this second step of the evaluation. The ranking was made according to the provisions of paragraph 6.4, final evaluation of the tender regulation, as far as the discount of the base price criterion was concerned. In particular, 1 point was attributed for each full percentage point of discount, without considering the fractions, with a maximum score of 30 points per proposal. The list of featured discounts in the received financial offers with the resulting attribution of scores is reproduced here below. So application number 493 from the lot of Pilsen with a discount of the 30% and the final score for the financial offer of 30. Application number 507 from the Sofia lot with a discount of 30% and a score of 30. Application number 498 from Prichedor with a discount of 30% and a score of 30. Application number 488 from Grenoble with a discount of 30% and a score of 30. Application number 492 from EC with a discount of 30% and a score of 30 points. Application number 504 from Pilsen with a discount of 30% and a score of 30. Application number 513 from Issy-les-Moulineaux with a discount percentage of 30 and a score of 30. Application number 490 from Prichedor with a discount of 25 and a score of 25. Application number 506 from Grenoble with a discount of 17.76% and a score of 17. Application number 501 from Issy-les-Moulineaux with a discount of 50% and a score of 15. Application number 500 from EC with a discount of 10% and a score of 10. Application number 482 from Pilsen with a discount of 7% and a score of 7. Application number 491 from Prichedor with a discount of 6.31% and a score of 6. Application number 494 from Pilsen with a discount of 5% and a score of 5. Application number 487 from Pilsen with a discount of 3% and a score of 3. Application number 495 from Sofia with a discount of 3% and a score of 3. Application number 489 from Prichedor with a discount of 2.50% and a score of 2. Application number 505 from Grenoble with a discount of 2.17% and a score of 2. Application number 528 from Sofia with a discount of 1% and a score of 1. Application number 503 from Pilsen with a discount of 0% and a score of 0. Application number 497 from EC with a discount of 0% and a score of 0. Now, according to the rules of the procedures, as stated in the tender regulations, the true scores of the technical and financial offers must be summed up as prescribed by paragraph 2.7, number of lots and maximum number of awarded tenders of the tender regulations, in order to reach the final ranking and provisionally award 2 applications per lot. The award will only be provisional due to the necessity of performing a set of legal and administrative checks and audits of the declarations provided by each economic operator, single or associate, during the various phases of the competition, before the innovation partnership agreement with ANCI Toscana can be signed. Moreover, a standstill period of 20 calendar days has been foreseen by paragraph 7.2 of the tender regulations to provide the time for the unsuccessful applicants to challenge the award decision before any contract is entered into. In conclusion, after summing up the score of the technical offer with the one of the financial offer, the following final ranking of received application is generated. I will now only read the total score. So for application number 507 from Sofia, total score of 95. For the application number 498 from Prichedor, total score 89. For the application number 513 from Issile Moulineau, a total score of 89. Application number 493 from Pilsen, total score of 88. Application number 504 from Pilsen, total score of 88. Application number 490 from Prichedor, total score of 82. Application number 492 from Issile Moulineau, total score of 81. Application number 488 from Grenoble, total score of 78. Application number 528 from Sofia, total score of 71. Application number 495 from Sofia, total score of 71. Application number 506 from Grenoble, total score of 71. Application number 501 from Issile Moulineau, total score of 70. Application number 489 from Prichedor, total score of 68. Application number 505 from Grenoble, total score of 67. Application number 482 from Pilsen, total score of 64. Application number 494 from Pilsen, total score of 62. Application number 487 from Pilsen, total score of 60. Application number 491 from Prichedor, total score of 59. Application number 503 from Pilsen, total score of 53. Application number 500 from Issile Moulineau, total score of 51. Application number 497 from Issile Moulineau, total score 39. Considering only the 2 best ranked applications, if available per lot, the following ones are provisionally awarded. Application number 507 from Sofia with a total score of 95. Application number 498 from Prichedor with a total score of 89. Application number 513 from Issile Moulineau with a total score of 89. Application number 493 from Pilsen with a total score of 88. Application number 504 from Pilsen with a total score of 88. Application number 490 from Prichedor with a total score of 82. Application number 492 from Issile Moulineau with a total score of 81. Application number 488 from Grenoble with a total score of 78. Application number 528 from Sofia with a total score of 71. And application number 506 from Grenoble with a total score of 71. The respective economic operator, single or associate, will be promptly notified in writing of the evaluation outcome and of the imminent start of the legal and administrative checking and auditing procedure. We will add here the questions. And then a draft version of these minutes was prepared by the secretary and read aloud during the recorded session. The final version will be published on the CLIMABOROUGH project website at this URL and shared with all the applicants by email. I think I can stop the screening, Francesco?
You can probably keep it
Ah, okay.
if there are
Okay.
questions.
I only
People
ask you to
wanted.
help me if there are questions because I cannot see you. I only see my screen.
Okay, okay. So by now I don't see anything on the chat box that is to be considered like a question. So we can open the floor to the participants in this meeting in case they would like to receive any sort of clarification. For you, Julia, we can already say that the introduction was not done by Elena, but it
Yeah,
was done
yeah.
by
I will
me.
correct later, of course.
Later, we will check and correct this. So if there are any doubts, we can open the floor to questions, please.
Maybe there is something in the chat.
Okay, I see there were two projects for Sofia with 71 points and one is chosen. No, I think two of them are chosen. Can you go down and see? No. Okay, so let's go back and clarify this because it may be an issue. Can you go back to the general
Yeah, yeah.
ranking? Yes. Okay. Yes. The person is right. So let's check this on the rules if it was right to consider with priority the score, the higher score in the technical offer in case of a tie. I'm opening myself the tender regulations to see whether the case is mentioned. Mhm. Ah.
Are you checking right now, Francesco?
Yes, yes, I
Ah,
have
okay, okay.
the file in front of me. Okay, so the question is correct, is appropriate. There is no rule to govern the tie here, so we have to consider more carefully the issue. So let's say this is a very good remark because there is a consideration of the consequence of a tie at the previous stage, but not at this stage. The rules at the previous stage in case of a tie were to give priority to SMEs or applicants who had uploaded CVs with a higher number of employees or other gender than male, but it was like a rule that was applicable to the previous case of candidate to selection. I don't think we can extend it. So very good point, and we will be back on that because there is a tie here. Any other question?
May I?
Proceed. Yes,
Oh,
please.
sorry, this is Flora
Sure.
Gaglioni from Emmaus Connect, based in Grenoble. Of course, congratulations to the winners, and we are pretty much disappointed, in particular because the quality of the application was scored very high, and we were not good enough with the financial offer. Um, and just out of curiosity, are you going to explain what would be the procedure in case we want to challenge the decision?
Yes, of course, you have the right of inquiring about the evaluation of your proposal. This can be done immediately, so just by sending us an email addressed to the responsible person, but we have the functional email address, CLIMABOROUGH. What is the address exactly, Julia?
I can put it in the chat.
Okay. So by sending immediately an email to us, you can get in return the detailed evaluation, so the attribution of scores to the proposal you presented. And this is immediate because you are, of course, the owner of that proposal, and therefore this is the first level. So in case you disagree with some of the criteria, the way they were implemented, we will discuss, and happy to acknowledge any issue in case of misalignment. A bit trickier would be to get into the contents of the competing proposals. So that would be a bit tougher to be discussed. So you should really have a sound argument that the procedure followed was not complying. For example, suppose that we made a mistake in the attribution of scores to your initiative, that would reinforce the ground that you may speculate there were other factual mistakes. But if that is not the case, I don't think you could ask to see the other proposals or the evaluation of the other proposals unless in the context, for example, of a legal procedure. So we have to go step by step there, but happy to continue the discussion bilaterally.
Thanks a lot.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. May I?
Please, go.
Yeah. This is Lucius Chiron from Quantitas. Quantitas made the application for the Green Era project. That is the project that is taken 71 point. That is the same of the second project who won this run for Sofia. Okay.
Yes.
What should we expect in terms of having some feedback regarding the criteria for judging one of these two projects better than the other? Because we are going through the regulation and we didn't find anything suggesting how this decision was made. So I would glad to receive some clarification about.
Yes, you're right. I can confirm to you that there will be no delay because in this moment the award is imperfect. It's not complete. We must solve this issue up front. And I would like to apologize with you because we didn't recognize that there was that issue. It was our mistake. And so we will have an internal meeting today, and therefore by tomorrow we will be able to integrate the decision as it stands now with a decision on your initiative. The fact that we didn't realize it only speaks in favor of us not being in any way manipulating. It's a strong word, but in any case, we were not influencing the procedure in any way. We were passive in adopting the rules, so passive that, as you can see, we didn't realize the issue. So thanks for raising it, and we will be back not only to you, but to all the others after this meeting with a more precise interpretation of what is doable at this stage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other comment or question? I'm looking into the chat box, but I think Flora spoke before, so the question from Flora has already been answered. And then, no, I do not see any other question in the chat box. So unless you have any other special need for clarification now, I would close the meeting in saying that there will be an extension of the decision to consider how to handle the case of this tie, which we didn't realize, in a correct and appropriate way according to the regulations of this tender. So we will be back to you soon. Thank you for attending the meeting then. And of course, we remain open to receiving other requests by email using the functional email that Julia put into the chat box for you. Okay? So, see you soon.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. See you.
Bye.
Thanks.